and welcome to this little process video on my channel today. This is for Sketches in Time. I'm on their design team, and that is the sketch that we are working with this week. So this is a pretty quick video. It actually should have gone up yesterday, but my family has been so sick since Thursday. In fact, this is the first day we're kind of feeling a little bit better, so I'm kind of just catching up on videos and such. So you'll actually get another video later on today. But what I'm doing is, this is using my homemade stash kit for the month of March and into April. If you would like some more information on this stash kit and what is included in it, you can check out my video. I have a couple now of the stash kits that I use every month to help me move through product. So the background paper is from an older Jen Hadfield collection, Home Plus Made. It was actually, I think, maybe her first collection with Pebbles. And then the rest of these scraps are all from Webster's Pages. And these are the B sides of the papers. So when I flip them over, you'll notice that the back sides are really bright and colorful. But I'm using the B sides to create a fun kind of masculine layout. And everything that I'm using except for the background paper is scraps. So you'll see me here get really creative with spreading these patterns around my layout so that I am able to get the most use out of them and have them make the best impact on my layout. So I'm going to take all of these little pieces and I'm going to go ahead and grab a circle from the end of this one, just from the end, because I want to use it up at the top to go ahead and spread that pattern around a little bit. Everything is going to get smoke, vintage photo distress ink, and I am just creating layers to back my photo with, and I backed my photo with some offset layers, some messy layers, and you can see how bright those Webster's Pages scrapbook papers are on the back, on the other side of them. These are from, I believe, Sweet Treats from Allison Craft. I'm not sure. Allison Craft is one of my very favorite scrapbook designers. She hasn't done a collection in a very, very long time, but I just loved her style when she had collections with Webster's Pages and Echo Park, and I pretty much bought and hoarded them all, and now I'm just kind of feeling like I can let go of them and use them. So I'm going to go ahead here and place my photo right there in the middle as it appears on the sketch. And then I want to add a little bit of that green paper to make it look like it's kind of pointing out on the end. And I'm going to go ahead and create the illusion that it is coming out the end by cutting just a little bit of it and inking up 3 of the sides. And then using my T-scrubber ruler, which, if you have been watching my channel, I found it. I've been searching for it and searching for it and searching for it. I somehow ended up in one of my bags that I take to crops with me, and it just so happens that I was moving stuff around and I heard it kind of rattling around in the bottom of that bag. So yeah, I found it. Yay! I'm so glad. So now I'm going to work with this scrap of ledger paper. This is from Jelly Bean Soup. I'm going to use it as one of the circles on the top of my page, and then I'm going to bust out my crazy old circle cutter from Creative Memories, and I'm going to use it to cut 2 circles. I'm kind of deciding which papers I want to use, but I'm going to go ahead and decide that I'm just going to use that ledger paper, and I'm going to cut one more teeny tiny little circle from this pattern right here that I only had a wee little bit of from. And I'm going to go ahead and use it as my middle circle to put there at the top. And so I wasn't quite ready to break out my crazy old circle cutter from Creative Memories, but I am now. So as you can see, I desperately need a new mat, and I haven't gotten around to seeing if I can find one on eBay or buying one yet. It still works. So I'm going to go ahead and use the circle cutter to cut these 2 circles. I love this circle cutter. It has to be 14, 15 years old, but it still works great and I love it. So now I'm going to go ahead and adhere all of these little circles down. I went ahead and inked everything again with that vintage photo distress ink. I'm going to create a little cluster of circles up at the top of my page. In the sketch, that big circle is a doily, but I'm not going to use doilies. I'm going to use some of this ledger paper to bring it down throughout my page, and I'm going to use it as a decorative spot, and then I'm going to cover it up with some embellishments. So my next step here is my title, and my title is going to be Such a City Kid, and this layout talks about how, when I grew up kind of in the country, and cows were like just this random thing, like we were not interested in cows at all. Oh yeah, cows, they smell. But my kids have grown up in a more more urban area. And so when we went to visit the farm this fall for cow corn mazes, my youngest son was enthralled with the cows. He thought that they were just the neatest thing and super cool. And I was like, cows, really? Because for me, cows are so like, normal. Like, I don't know, they smell. But for him, it was so interesting to him that these cows were so cute and fun and interesting to him. So I wanted to journal about that and how he is such a city kid because cows are just so interesting to him. But enough about my dislike for smelly cows. Back to the layout. My son liked them. So I pulled some Spiegelmom Scraps cork from my stash. This was not part of my kit, but it just worked so well on this layout as just a nice, subtle, beautiful touch. And now I'm going to add some couple splatters of gold Heidi Swapp Color Shine, and that will finish this layout. Be sure to check out the sketch over at Sketches in Thyme, and I hope you'll come and play along with us. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again later. Bye!